But immediately my thought was, I can't stop. That's silly. Let's keep going. Let's push through. This is such an important time. So I just put my head down, got to work.
I said, go. Nothing but a dream. Put your hands in your head. Oh, no.
Yo, what's going on, Team Tweety? I hope you're all super well. Welcome to, episode 4 of the trial number 2. I'm looking forward to tonight, man. I want to get out there. I want to train. I want to be on the field with that ball. If you guys watched last episode, that was on the beach when we did a session there. The episode before that, we got rained out after a 30-minute session. Well, not rained out. There was thunderstorms. It was dangerous. We just couldn't go on. So today, I'm hoping things are a little bit different. Going in with the same mindset as I do every single trial. I'm going there to train. That's number one. I try not to look at it really as a trial because at the end of the day, this is a training session that I'm going to. Secondly, going there to learn as much as possible. Super important to have that mindset to learn. Nobody knows everything. You can always learn something off someone. So I'm looking forward to it. Really looking forward to today. Yes! I've done it. I've found my player vest that I've been looking for like a week now. Well, yeah, I did it the session on Tuesday, and I wanted to take it to the Thursday session, couldn't find it, but now that I've got it, means I can bring you guys some exciting data from after the session. I'm so stoked, man. It's just really interesting stuff for me as well. See how many kilometers I'm running, see my top speeds throughout the session, all that good stuff. Remember, if you guys want to pick up one of these, send me a message on Instagram and I'll hook you guys up with a special hookup. So be sure to do that. You'll see why you guys want one of these when it gets to me analyzing the stats. I'm so stoked that I found this. Actually, over the moon. Not only is he a doctor, not only is he the king of football, but Papa Tweety is a workman as well. What are we doing here? Just
puttying up a hole.
doing stuff. So, trial tonight. What are your thoughts?
Again,
I want another one.
we're going to do this every time.
Maybe not every time. We'll see.
Work hard, say your prayers.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
There's
It's
not
just-
much to really think anymore, is it?
No, thinking is bad.
I
Don't
d-
think about it. Just
I'm-
do it.
Yeah, it's
That's
just,
a good phrase, isn't it? Don't think about it, just do it.
yeah. The more you think, the more you overthink, and
Yeah.
you start to do different things, and you normally
Really,
wouldn't.
what's to think about? You go there
You train.
and you're going to do like 5 or 10 things. Each time the coach says, we're going to do this thing now, then you do it as best you can.
That's all it is.
There's not much thinking.
Football's
going on
simple.
there.
It's
Yeah,
a simple game. So
it's a simple game.
there's Papa Tweety's advice for me, but also everyone else. Do you want to send your bank details in so everyone can fix you up for that?
That's a good idea.
Alright, so I've popped into Lucy's place real quick. I'm heading off to training. Now I know one of the boys who is in the reserve squad, also known as the under-20s, and apparently their coach isn't there this week. And for me, when I hear that, I go, okay, we might be doing some 11v11 stuff. That's my guess. I don't know. They might have an assistant coach though, which means if they have an assistant coach, the assistant coach would just take over and do their session. So I'm not entirely sure. If we do an 11v11, that's great. If not, the coach just might be sticking with the plan for what the first grade training is, which I respect. I'm sure he has his plan on how he wants us to get fit and train before the Christmas break. But regardless, I'm really looking forward to training. I can't wait to get out there and just get amongst it. Like Dad said, not overthink things. It's training. At the end of the day, I'm just going there to train, and that's it. The more you overthink stuff, the less, especially me as a creative player who I like to create things out of nothing. When I start to overthink things, that's when you start to make mistakes. It almost has to be, it's just instinct at points where you know where the next pass needs to go. And the more you overthink it, you start contemplating and you start doubting your decisions. Whereas if you're a creative player, you need to have that instinct and go, I know this is coming off. I know what my next pass is. I know to take this guy on. And it was really interesting. I watched this guy called Lockie Wales last night. I used to be good mates with him when I was younger. I actually roomed with him at some sort of camp, football camp, New South Wales, I don't know. And he plays for the first team in the A-League for Melbourne City. And he did this really interesting move. It was a right foot scissor, cut down the line, and then cross it back with his left foot, and they scored from it. Now, I've watched that, and that's something I'm going to try and execute tonight. I think it's a great little move. we'll see if I can pull it off. So yeah, that's the plan. Let's get off to training. Let's go. Just arrived. Weather is looking brilliant for me. As you guys know, I'm not a big fan of the hot weather. I don't think it's going to rain. I've got my player vest. I'm ready to go. I just want to get out on the field and train, honestly. That's what I've been looking forward to all day. Playing with the ball, just enjoying myself on the field. That's why I play football. That's my why, and that's why I'm here. And, you know, I love the game. So I'm going to get to it, go smash it, just play my game, be myself. And we'll see how the session goes. I'll probably catch you guys either after the session or once I get home. We'll see. But I'll let you know. Let's do it. Session done. Got my protein shake. Tough session, I tell you. No rain, but the weather was nice. It was just tough. A lot of running. And what I like about it is you push yourself as much as you want to go. And if that's ever the case for me, man, you best bet I'm going 100%. So I really pushed myself in today's session. I felt like I got the most out of it. And yeah, overall a great session. Heading home now, getting dinner, protein shake. I'm exhausted, man. Exhausted. Whew. What a session. What a session. I am exhausted, like I've told you guys. I'm just syncing up my data now from my little player device. Last time I messed up, I don't know what happened there. I've never had it mess up before. Usually it's super reliable. Anyway, well, that syncs up. I'm so sore. My glutes are feeling it. I have a pain in my foot, and I think it's from an existing injury. I had surgery. Basically, I had an injury called Liz Frank. The surgery for that finished about 2 years ago from today, and it's just flamed up. I've probably been with constant pain for the last 2 years, but this is like really flared up, and I was talking with Dad about it just before. He said, well, it's probably from beach running because you haven't done it, which is a really good point. So I'm going to try and get in and see the physio tomorrow. But I was in the session and I'm like, this really hurts. I kind of want to stop. But immediately my thought was, I can't stop. That's silly. Let's keep going. Let's push through. This is such an important time. So I just put my head down, got to work. Didn't slow me down, and it was just all mental. But afterwards I'm like, woo! So, you know, of course, I need to look after my body, which is why I go and see a professional tomorrow. And we go from there. But overall, I think I performed well in the session. Fitness-wise, I feel great, absolutely brilliant. I set up a few goals. My team, last week again, my team won, I think we only lost one game, maybe two. And it was the same again this week. This week we only lost one game. And yeah, we just killed it, scoring goals left, right, and center. I think I scored 2 goals. I didn't really keep track. I definitely got a few assists, which was great. Some really good lead-up play as well. And last week, this time, I said I was giving the ball away a little bit, just because I think I wasn't used to being in that environment of a 7v7. But, man, today, I gave the ball away a few times. As expected, you're never going to go through an entire session not giving the ball away. That would be silly to even think that. But there were no times where I'd try and take 3 plays on and lose the ball. I was making sure I was either keeping the ball, I was just making the right decisions in the right moments. Here we go, session complete. Please tell me it works. Oh, we got it. I think we got it. Wow. Okay, here we go. 7:16, I put the vest on. Went for about 2 hours or so. Can I do position of the pitch? Oh, I can too. I don't know if I want to show you guys that because I don't want to... Well, some of you guys might know where the pitch is. And look, if I do get signed for a club, I will tell you guys, hopefully, if the club allows it. That's completely up to them. I have to respect their decision. But man, there is a lot of running in that space. Far out. Okay. Continue. Blah, 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 whatever. Because that question has been asked a lot. Sheldon, you're going to tell us a club? While I'm trying, I've learnt my lesson. Don't say anything about the club. It is what it is. And I need to respect that, and I do 100%. Wow. I went through a distance in that session of 8 kilometers. Now, that is a lot. That's the most I've ever run according to this. So 8 kilometers is a lot. Usually in a game, you'd run about 8 to 10 kilometers or so. Top speed, 28.6. It wasn't a full pitch, so you can't expect to hit those 34 kilometers an hour like I have before. If it was a full pitch, I'd be expecting to hit higher than 28.6, but I think that's all right. Power runs, 49. That is a lot of power runs when my average is 15. So look, that's a lot. 295 sprint meters. Again, I think that one's slightly irrelevant because it is a smaller field. So, man, that's a lot of work. You can see the amount that I went through there. And Tough, super tough. And Pat actually has this at his club, so I'd be interested to see and sort of compare how we're going, and I think that'd be really interesting. I can't wait to do that. So I have sprint training tomorrow. Again, called back for Thursday, and we go from there. 2 more sessions until we break for Christmas. I don't know what's going to happen. No one knows. So we'll leave it at that. I'll leave you guys at that. I need the rest. You may see me go to the physio tomorrow. I think I will try and get down because I need to fix this. And I was speaking on the phone to Lucy about it. We were talking. I went, well, the physio is probably going to send me to the foot specialist. Foot specialist is going to send me and get an MRI. Then the MRI could say, yeah, well, it's not good. You need to have surgery. And that could be horrible. So, I don't know. I don't know how bad it is because it could just be irritated. But it's just annoying. I've been with this pain for years. Just put your head down, keep working. I love this game. I don't want to stop. I don't want to stop playing. So I'm going to end the vlog there. Team Tweety, sign out. Make sure you leave a like. Subscribe and join the journey. I'll see you guys.
Listen.